my time in northern Thailand, I decided to attend a monk-guided meditation retreat in Pai, tucked away in the mountains between Chiang Mai and Pai. It felt like one of those unexpected opportunities that just pops up while travelling, and I thought, why not give it a go? I love the idea of slowing down, learning from monks directly, and immersing myself in something completely different from my usual routine. The setting alone made it worth it. The retreat was so beautiful and peaceful, surrounded by mountains, greenery, nature. It felt so refreshing to step away from the traffic, noise, and constant movement, and instead wake up somewhere that felt quiet and intentional. The daily routine, though, was intense. Each morning started at 5 a.m. with a monk-guided meditation and chanting. After meditation, we joined the monks on their alms walk, walking silently beside them through nearby villages to receive food donations. Then we'd return for breakfast, followed by more meditation sessions and teaching. There was also optional yoga with the most amazing viewpoint, and this quickly became my favourite part of the day. It was led by a pink-robed nun named Anna Sophia. Lunch was at 11:30, and that was the final meal of the day. The retreat follows the traditional Mosaic routine of 2 meals before midday, followed by fasting until the next morning. Technically, you could leave the complex and eat elsewhere, but most people embrace the structure. Afternoons were filled with more meditations, talks, and open Q&A sessions, where you could ask the monks questions about Buddhism or life in general. On my first day, I tried to do everything. Every meditation, every class, I wanted to fully commit to the schedule and experience it properly. But as the days went on, I realised I personally took more value in finding my own rhythm. Instead of attending every single session, I chose a few that resonated with me most, and then spent my time independently reading, journaling, reflecting, exploring the beautiful walks nearby alone. For me, that balance felt more authentic than forcing myself into a structure that didn't completely align.
Hello, it is my second full day at Pai meditation retreat, and we've just had some lunch and I decided to go for a little hike around the area, and it's so silent, it's so still, it's so gorgeous. So not only have you got like the trees, the banana leaves, but you've got the perspective of the mountains in the background, and they just get slightly more faded as the layers continue, and it's just so pretty. But yeah, nice to kind of hide away from some of the people. The retreat is really quite intimate, and there aren't many people there, and you do get a lot of opportunity to sit in quiet spots, but it's nice to just venture out and have a little bit of normalcy. I think for me, I can't sit still for too long, evidently, and it's just nice to kind of get my backpack on and have a little wander, although I'm having to be quite conscientious because it is remarkably warm. But yeah, I'm finding it difficult. It's beautiful, and within the stillness it is gorgeous, but the stillness also brings up lots of emotions, and I'll unpack that a little bit later. But yeah, I think it's been good today just to do some hiking, just keep myself a little bit more occupied, just because I can feel like I'm going a bit stir crazy when you've got so much time and so much opportunity and so much lack of distraction, which I guess is the whole entire point. But it's just something that I'm very much unfamiliar with, and it's not my norm. So I'm enjoying it definitely, but I feel like when my last day arrives, I will feel like I've succeeded. I will feel like I've committed more than enough days. I don't think I could do much longer than I have booked in for. So I'm proud of myself for persevering and for challenging myself, and it's definitely been a unique and different experience, and I'm sure I'm going to take so much from this. But yeah, a lot of unpacking emotions, a lot of thinking, a lot of beauty, a lot of stillness within the nature as well. So yeah, it's been amazing and also challenging. This is Mariana, where we met very sporadically during a cooking class. And then we'd found out that we were both going to be attending a retreat. You were actually going in one far more further north.
4 hours away, like zigzagging through the mountains.
Yeah. And
I gave that up after I found about this place that's much.
So we actually came together. So we went from wandering around the markets of Chiang Mai and doing a cooking class to then doing a monk-guided retreat in the middle of the jungle in northern Thailand together.
From cooking to the spiritual. Very diverse, our interests.
But in a way it was quite lucky because we were able to share a taxi together and also able to get quite a sweet little room together.
Yeah.
So we were able to avoid the dorms and had got like a little shed to ourselves.
Yeah, it's perfect. Like a little home in the retreat.
A home away from home, nestled in the beautiful mountains.
It was definitely one of those once-in-a-lifetime experiences, the kind of thing you almost can't believe you're doing it while you're there. To say I lived in a monastery setting, woke up at 5 a.m. with the monks, walked barefoot through villages on alms rounds, is something that I'll always carry with me, and I really did take value from it. After months of fast-paced travelling, constantly moving, meeting people, navigating buses, new hostels, new conversations, this retreat forced me to slow down in a way that I hadn't allowed myself to in a while. There was no itinerary to chase, no destination to reach, just time, stillness, space. And when you're given that much quiet, things rise to the surface. Thoughts I'd been pushing aside, feelings I hadn't fully processed. It wasn't always comfortable, but it was grounding. At the same time, I'm also very much aware that it wasn't entirely for me. I'm not naturally somebody who loves long chanting session or extended meditations in big rooms with countless others. My mind wanders, I get restless. But I gave it a go, I showed up, I tried it, I stepped out my comfort zone, and that in itself felt important. I think travel sometimes is just about collecting experiences that shape you in ways, and this was one of them. And regardless of my inability to sit still, I really absolutely loved the sunrises, the sunsets, the mist rolling over the hills in the early mornings, the woodland walks and the pockets of untouched beauty. The environment just felt like a deep exhale. So even if the meditation and chanting aren't necessarily things I'd incorporate into my everyday life, the pause in itself was invaluable, and for that I'm really grateful I went.